good evening, and thanks for accepting my invite to be on Ram's interview with industry leaders. That's what I named I went to this.
Uh, Thank you, sir, for inviting me. It's an honor, and knowing you, like I have a lot of respect and regards for you. So if you say something, it becomes a kind of order for me. So it's my pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much. But I know for everyone's interest, maybe we have to just introduce ourselves. That's what I will do it now. Myself, Ram Ramakrishnan, the Managing Director of GenSource India Private Limited, and a business direction designer and a coach. Our organization provide services in the area of process excellence, people development, technology implementation, knowledge management, innovation modeling, business finance, and the corporate real estate and facilities. And I have a team with more than 350 plus person years of global corporate experience. With that, we provide the services. For more details about our organization can be held at www.gensource.in. And today I have a privilege to introduce Mr. Sasisdhar Sarma, fondly known as Sasi, Associate Director, Cushman Wakefield. He is civil engineer from Delhi with more than 2 decades of management experience in the field of civil construction, project management, and office interiors. He started his career with Indian Railway Construction, IRCON, in World Bank funded project abroad. He was a regional head of Haworth and national head of Herman Miller, 2 of the largest global modular furniture manufacturers. He is also a best-selling author of 2 books, Songs of the Mist, the bestseller ranking 29th in Amazon in the year 2016, and Kuhas Se Geet. He writes the blog and Shadow of Dancing with Mind with more than 500,000 hits, which is amazing, which was adjusted in India's top spiritual blog for 3 consecutively, 3 consecutive years, and had a global ranking of 36. Great, sir. When I read your profile, I just really get charged. There are a lot more things to be done, right?
It's kind of a passion to write, and it is something I do as a passion. However, being talking to you is a great pleasure and honor to me. You are a great person. I remember almost around 4 years back, I met you in CSC. And from that day onwards, we have been good friends. And I'm happy to say here that I was very much impressed when you took us to one of the NGOs with the young boys and girls of, left out by the parents, and this NGO is taking care of them.
Desire Society.
Yeah, so they got AIDS. So, and it was wonderful to be there. And I remember, our music, songs and dance event there, and a lot of things. Right. So it is a pleasure to interact with you. I learn a lot of things from you, sir.
Thank you very much. And I think with all this background, who else can talk more about other than Sasi on work-life balance? That's where I thought more of it. We'll talk a little bit of work-life balance. And I wanted to understand your interest on those books and what you write and some details on that. I know with your lot of busy schedule, the kind of work what you have, I can very much relate being in a corporate real estate and facility, spend 35 years of time, which is not which is a task that requires a lot of time, energy, effort, and all the thing. With all that, you could find time to write books. And I also understood during the lockdown, also you have written some of the books. Why don't you just give some details on how you can do all this thing and what is it motivates you?
Okay, so basically, first thing that in the lockdown period, I actually didn't write the book, but my Songs of the Mist is first book of the series called the Monkey series. And 2 of my books are already there with publisher. In this lockdown period, I use the time what was available to me, because I was not traveling to and fro from office, to final edit of those books. And the publisher is going to publish the second part in 2021 first quarter, and probably end of the year, the third part. So 3 book series. So that is one. Secondly, I think I have cracked, this time issue because I stay very close to my office. So
That's
in Bangalore, I 800 meters from my home to office. So
okay.
10 minutes it takes me. So usually that translate into 2.5 hours of spare time for me. So that is the kind of thing I get time. Having said that, it is, it is just like breathing. When you are passionate about something, so you do things and you find time for that. For example, if I ask you, when do you find time to breathe? You don't actually think about it. It is,
Correct, correct.
just take it. So once you're required and it's your priority, you find time. That's what I personally feel. So time is basically a flexible thing in terms of uses, and it depends on you. You can find time for anything what you are passionate about, and that's where passion is a very very powerful, incentive, or I say catalyst for you to do things. That's where I find time. So that I have cracked. I have stayed next to my office.
That's exactly, you hit the nail. Basically, you say that if you are passionate about something, you always find time to do that. And that is the one I'm sure all people thinking about, they need to bring that passion so that they can find the thing.
Absolutely. The passion is something which will drive you.
Yeah.
And so once you are passionate about, what happens that it is always in the back of mind, ki what time I can manage to take care of my passion. So, for example, I have a very high pressure job in
Mm.
terms of the real estate. The kind of field what I work in, and there's a from 8:30 onwards to evening, you don't get to think of anything else. However,
Right.
having said that, once you're back, then it's for you to design the way you want to use those types. So I don't have in TV. I don't have any satellite or Tata Sky and all these things. I don't have. So that is one thing
Mm.
I've cut down, and of course travel time, and that's more gives you time for many other things. Once you're away from the box, you have much more time. So that's where I really understood that. So no TV is another one which works for me very well.
Yeah, yeah. And it has become in corporate nowadays. If you see the one of the thing, because I worked in corporate, and whenever people ask, they have challenges in this work-life balance. All of them.
Okay. Yeah. See, work-life balance is actually kind of a misnomer.
Yeah.
It is, there is no question of, the work-life balance as opposed to each other. Work and life is not, in opposition to each other. Whatever you do in life is work or a
Mm.
duty or kartavya or whatever you want to call it. So once you are in the office, you are doing a kind of duty which is takes care of many other things, your karma towards your family, your duty towards your family, friends, and parents, and everybody. And after that, once your passion gives you the duty towards your own inner self, and that's where the passion works on your inner self, so that there are many things like the knots, the stress, the kind of thrill or the excitement, it gives that for you to work better and efficiently in your own professional life. So
Mm.
passion, I believe, is the only way you can manage work and life.
That's great. I think nowadays, if you see, things are changing, and well, I've been keep hearing this in many of those webinars or seminars which I participate. One of the topic comes up is now many of us are work from home is there. People are working from home. Everybody says that I have started working more hours of work.
Work from home, I personally believe the work from home or work from office, basically it is all about work. Now, if you are passionate about your work, whether you work from home or work from office does not make any difference, because you do need your space to work basically. And that's what the usual business office setups provide you, a kind of a space for you to work. And same thing, if you bring into house, you also need to create that space for you to work. Now, having said that, it is a kind of discipline basically, because when you're working from home, you are not being, looked over the shoulder whether you're working or not. And so your own discipline comes in for, and many people would find it difficult to have this because for various reasons. I would not say personal reasons, for various reasons, they have many challenges. So some people may like it who are, kind of an introvert, or who have a space in house where there are no children and a silent space. But typically in India, the young generation mainly is, these people, 3 or 4 friends took up a flat and then they are working from home. So that environment actually is not really very conducive to working alongside all these challenges. You need to cook and everybody is there around and a lot of distraction. And you don't have kind of overshadowing the people around you. So that somewhere a discipline is there. Work from home easier. People say that you're not traveling to office, so there's no stress. I do agree to that part of it. However, it all depends, and especially in the young generation, when they have so many distractions, internet, Netflix, Prime videos, and so many things, that how do you, come out of that? Young generation has to have that discipline to work from home in much better way. So I personally believe it depends on the person who's working with, and so for some people it will be definitely good to work from office, and some people definitely good to work from home. Having said that, there are many things you cannot do work from home. For example, people who need to be creative, who need to collaborate, who need to throw ideas to a peer group or of friends and colleagues, and then get triggered by their thought processes in something better. So innovation probably may not work from in a better way. So these are the few thoughts I have to begin with.
Yeah, that is correct. What you are saying is absolutely correct. People have either you work from home or work from office. You need to plan things clearly. So that is
Absolutely.
going to absolutely going to give you the thing. What is the kind of a time you spend on many times? Because my experience, I tell you, when we worked in BPO initially, initial days of BPO, people used to work in the night, daytime when they are giving. They never used to spend that time to take rest. We have to educate them, saying that, yeah, this is the time we need to take rest because you are working on against your biological clock. Education has to come in. In this direction, today I see some of the companies I've been talking to them and understanding what they're also trying to see what is that some of those programs which they can do for a wellness of these people. They are trying to see work from home also. Organizations are thinking about how do I educate to them, saying that they need to take care of those wellness, which is most important.
Yes. So to add to this thing, I personally believe there are few things may not work very well from work from home. One is the
Yes,
innovation
yes,
part of it.
right.
Innovation will be difficult to, get it, kicked off or initiated in the
Mm,
work from home environment where working alone in isolation. So some of the routine things, which can be done anywhere from the laptop, and
yes.
there you don't have to add the creative intelligence of yours. So that
Mm,
probably will work very well where the, it's kind of data entry or response to, usual run of the mill business kind of thing. So that will probably work very, very well, from the home. However, this collaboration and the innovation will be very difficult. And the third thing which I feel, that you cannot learn while working from
mm,
you learn from interaction. And there's a very nice study in one of the reports from MIT. It is also adding a lot of stress to the people who are working from home, mental
right.
stress.
Yes.
So this study says that the lack of interaction, face-to-face interaction, and social interaction creates the same kind of craving in mind as hunger. So it's very, very physical thing. So working from home, if you ask somebody to work from home for, let's say, next 10 years, he probably may not like it, and probably he may not be so productive. So I have read so many reports in the beginning
Mm,
of the lockdown. in March end and next 2 months, a lot of reports come working from his home is very productive. But this has two aspects to it, which I believe in. The times were very different. It was very challenging time, still is very challenging time. And that time there was a lot of insecurity involved. So people who were working, they were putting in extra effort and work more to be in the forefront of doing things. So, we have the pay cuts, we have the, layoffs and all these things. So there, people were working towards an agenda or towards a goal. Okay, I'm adding a lot of value. So that's where many reports I read that productivity has increased. But to sustain it over a period of so many months is going to be difficult. And now we are seeing the result. There is a definite result in terms of the mental stress. There's a marked increase in the mental related issues. So that's something which is coming up now.